Yeah, yeah, back up, let me down now. Back up.
What's going on? What's going on? Oh man, we outside today. Shout out to my man, Matthew Plant. What's going on? What's going on? The #1 gospel summer artist 2025, Matthew Plant. You guys need to go ahead and make sure you guys go ahead and get that. You know, make sure you go ahead and get that. Matthew Plant, back up, man. That is my jam for the summer of 2025. And as you see, I'm out here today. It's been you know, blue for most of the day. Looks like we got a little bit of clouds coming, but you know, nothing too big. You know, it's summertime. It's summertime right now. You know, we're headed out of the May and getting ready to go into June, and everyone's in the process of, you know, getting that summer itch. The weather's getting warmer and everyone's looking at what they want to do. And you know what, today I want to talk to you guys about, you know what? You know, there's something in the air. I don't know what it is. It's opportunity, man. Opportunity is in the air, man. And you know what? I'm excited to share with you what opportunity is in the air, because you know what? We are living in exciting times right now. We are literally in the same times in which, you know, the wealth was transferred from the agricultural age to the industrial revolution. You know what happened, man? The Rockefellers, man, the Vanderbilts, the DuPonts, the Carnegies, the Mellons, you know, there was great billions of dollars that was made in this economic shift. And guess what? They were shifting to what we know today as, you know what, the industrial revolution, all the cities, you know, all the urban areas. You got these high, you know, sky towers and condos, and, you know, what we're used to seeing when you think about New York or you think about Chicago, man. You know, when you think about downtown areas and these metropolises, there was billions of dollars made when all that money went from the land of the agricultural age into the industrial revolution. And you know what, man? As business continued to go and more people were busy working and moving out of the farm areas and into the big city because there's more money there, people started trading more time for money, you know, working for other people, working for, you know, Ford and moving all the way up to Detroit City, Motor City, and going and working at all these auto plants, man, in Michigan. And, you know, they're trading time for dollars. Why? Because there's more money to be made in the cities than there was in agricultural age. But guess what, man? Times are changing. Times are changing. They went from the Industrial Revolution to streamlined distribution. Why? Because they started cutting out the middleman. The advent of the railroad, you know, gave way, you know, from the steam engine to the railroad. So now we have, you know what? We have these semi-trucks now moving products and services from the East Coast to the West Coast. Highway 66, man, they made a fortune if you built, you know, your business along that Highway 66, man, there's a fortune to be made. But unfortunately, as the streamlined distribution continued, companies started going ahead and building up warehouses, okay, and all over the United States, all over Canada. They started having more centralized locations. So you know what? The money was in the logistics companies. And you know what? As these companies got leaner and meaner and started laying off middle management started looking for opportunities to stay relevant, to be able to continue making the money they're used to consuming. And so they started going into network marketing, direct sales organizations, because these direct sales organizations were literally going to major corporations and going, look, instead of building, you know, instead of paying billions of dollars for advertising, PGA Tour, Wimbledon, NBA championship, Super Bowl. They said, look, man, why don't you just take like half that budget, give it to us. We're going to go ahead and use it to go ahead and we're going to build up a sales force to go ahead and move your cell phone, to move your soap, to go ahead and move your health and beauty products, to go ahead and move your insurance, to go ahead and move your financial services. And those who participated in that trend made millions of dollars. A lot of people create a 2 to 5 year plan in which literally they had it down to a science to be able to teach people how to walk away from their 9 to 5 job and to be able to make 6 figures, 7 figures out of their own home, you know. And if you missed it, then you know what, don't worry, because as it shifted to the .com era, you know what, Jeff Bezos and a lot of entrepreneurs seen the trends coming, and just like a professional surfer, they went ahead and positioned their business at the right time and right place, because you know what? Success happens when opportunity meets preparedness. And they got on that wave and they rode that .com all the way into the billions of dollars, man. And you know what we seen? You know what? It was successful because Jeff Bezos was able to start a business in his garage and literally take over the book distribution industry. Barnes and Nobles, who had like a 40 to 50 year head start. Chapters Indigo, who had a 40 to 50 year head start, was not able to compete, okay, when technology and the economy met. Now Jeff Bezos, number one, selling toys, technology, clothing, health and beauty. Man, he's even competing with Netflix these days. Man, Netflix and Jeff Bezos, literally because of technology, is literally taking over the cable industry, man. Everyone's streaming their movies, streaming their sports, streaming their TV. I don't know about you, but how can you not be excited at a time like this where technology is taking regular people like me and you and literally position us to be able to make 6, 7, 8, even 9 figures if we're just ready to be prepared to leverage the technology. And that brings us to social media. You got people making millions of dollars and social media influencers going from zero, being regular people, being from zeronaires to millionaires in a matter of 3 to 6 months. Are you kidding me? What a time to be alive. Man, look at that. Even the sun came out when we started talking about these opportunities that's right there in your hands, man. And you know what? The best part about it is you have an opportunity to take advantage of it, because we are moving from the .com era to the social media era to the AI revolution. And today, you have an opportunity to learn about the #1 business opportunity on the planet for 2025. How you can leverage the AI technology, man. How you can leverage the fact that, you know what, there's 4 income streams that's literally draining people's pocketbooks. And which, you know what, they're not even taught this in school. In fact, if they haven't been taught this by a multimillionaire, in fact, if they had not had an opportunity to be in a direct sales company in which actually teaches this, if they haven't had an opportunity to be able to take, you know, a course online on financial literacy, what I'm about to share with you today is the reason why most people don't know why they're slowly getting broker and broker, why they literally have a leak in their ship, man. They're literally hemorrhaging money and they don't know. There's 4 reasons. Number 1 is because as they're trading time for dollars as a W-2 employee, okay, and a T4 employee, you know what? They have no way to fight against income tax, okay? They're paying taxes 3 times a year, okay? If they got a job and it's $100,000 a year, they're literally going to spend only half of it is coming out of their taxes. A little bit when they get paid, a little bit more when they go and make their purchases, get grocery stores or pay their bills, whatever they need to do to maintain their cost of living. And then at the end of the year, they're going to pay taxes the 3rd time during tax season. Their taxes are due by April. Okay. Now that might not seem like a big deal to you, but when you add in interest, which is a second income drain, you know, interest, they got an interest rate when you get those credit cards because you can't keep up with your bills. You know, maybe you want to go on a luxury vacation, or maybe, God forbid, you know, there was an emergency and you didn't have enough funds in your savings account. Who does these days, man? Who has $5,000 to $10,000 in case of emergency saved up in their business, in their bank account these days? I don't know. I remember I was in the mortgage industry for like 10 years. Rarely did I see people have even $5,000 in their savings. And I'm talking about doctors, lawyers, attorneys. I'm talking about people who had all these investments in real estate and on the stock market. Man, you know, this is important, man, for people if they could only get the financial literacy. And today they're going to have an opportunity to find out about a platform where they can get that kind of education. Okay, the 3rd income drain, okay, is insurance. Okay, insurance, because you know it's government mandated in the United States and Canada. You got to have car insurance, house insurance. Heck, man, in some places you got to even have pet insurance, you know, just to be able to take your pet to the veterinarian. And God forbid you go 3,000 miles away to go enjoy a luxury vacation and you get sick. You better have travel insurance. But the 4th one, it's the 4th one, taxes, interest, insurance. But it's the 4th one, income tax, is nothing compared to inflation, man. Inflation is the biggie. It doubles the price of the cost of living every 10 years. So if you're graduating from college this year from Stanford, Harvard, Yale, come on, University of Washington, Cal, Berkeley, McGill, okay, University of Victoria, UBC, congratulations to all the college graduates. But I'm telling you, man, you need to become part of this platform at least to get the financial education you did not get in school. Why? Because inflation is going to double the price of the cost of living for you every 10 years. So if you get a good job because you had good grades and you know what, you did an internship and they said, you know what, man, we see you as somebody who has big dreams, big goals, strong work ethic, and you're coachable and teachable. So we want to hire you working at ABC company. In the next 10 years, you need to go from $100,000 a year to $200,000 just to live at the same level you are right now in 2025. And another 10 years after that, that means by 2045, you got to be making over $400,000 a year just to live at the income level of $100,000 a year in 2025. Come on, man. That means in 30 years, in 2055, you're going to have to be making $800,000 a year to live at the same level you are right now. You go, HD, how is that possible? With your own business. Because owning your own business is the #1 hedge of protection of inflation. Because when you own your own business and you have a product and a service, you're able to price your product and service to be able to keep up with inflation. So at 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, guess what? As inflation's doubling the price of things every 10 years, so is your product, so is your service. You're still in business. You're able to be able to take care of. And the other 3 income drains, income tax, interest, and insurance, they're now, guess what? Tax deductible. That's the best thing about being an entrepreneur. Because when you start your own business, now it's an asset. It's something that's putting money in your pocket instead of something being a liability, taking money out of your pocket. And when I read this book 30 years ago that I seen in the back seat of my millionaire mentor, you know, I found this book. It's called Robert Kiyosaki's book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And I seen that right after my mentor, my millionaire mentor was telling me, he goes, HD, you know what? Do you know what it takes to be a millionaire? I go, no, sir. He said, you know what? #1, you got to have a big dream, big goals. And you got to have a work ethic, man. And he described the kind of work ethic. And when he described it, you know, I'm going to try to water it down because I don't want to be too vulgar, you know, on live. But he said, look, man, when I talk about work ethic, you got to have the kind of work ethic where you're willing to do whatever it takes for the next 2 to 5 years. If it meant that you were going to be shoveling poo-poo behind the elephants or the horses in a parade, okay, every day, rain, shine, or sleep, or snow, for the next 2 to 5 years. But after you're done, I'm going to guarantee you, you're going to be making a residual minimum of $100,000 to $250,000 a year. Would you do it? I had to think about that, man. Because see, what the question is, he wanted to know, were you willing to have a work ethic no matter how embarrassing it might be to be cleaning up the poo-poo behind the elephants, behind the horses in the parade, and everyone can be laughing at you. Look at HD. Come on, but after 5 years, $250,000 residual, the rest of my life, who's going to be laughing now? Come on. That's work ethic, baby. #3, are you coachable and teachable? Are you willing to be able to take direction from people who are making the living that you want to be able to make? As long as the direction they gave you is honest and legal, it doesn't violate God's laws or man's laws. And I was like, sign me up, man. It's because of that I was blessed to be able to be in the mortgage industry. It's because of that I was able to be able to not be mentored only by him in owning my own business, okay, which was in direct sales at the time. But he also blessed me to start working for his mortgage industry, which later on in life I was blessed to be able to purchase my own franchise, be able to work out my own house. My wife and I were literally being able to work out of our own house when we had our first son, literally being able to sit up here. I remember one month we took home $15,000, man, all because I was coachable and teachable. Come on, because I got work ethic, baby. And he told me, you want to be a millionaire, you got to think like a millionaire and read like a millionaire. And you know what? He got out of his Porsche 911 and he got on a phone call. And I looked behind, I seen that book, I wrote it down, and it changed my life. And today, I want to give you some information that's going to change your life too. Because you know what? If you have big dreams, man, you know, if you had all the time and all the money in the world, where would you live, man? Would your zip code change? Look at this. Here we go, Florida. We got a house right here in Florida. 7-bedroom house. 7 bathrooms. Okay? 15,000 square foot. $33 million. How many of y'all would want this? Come on, man. in Florida. You understand how often the sun is out in Florida? Are you kidding me, man? Who wouldn't want to live in Florida? But see, here's the thing, man. Most people can't do that because they're finding the 4 income drains, trading their time for money. And you know what? That inflation is getting them. Every 10 years it's doubling. And so you know what? Most people, when they reach the age of 45 or 50, when their kids went to school, they have empty nest syndrome. They downsize their house. They say, well, we don't really need all this much house, anyways. And you know what? They go ahead and cash out that equity. I know, because for 10 years I was in mortgage and real estate, baby. And I used to go ahead and do a refinance. And if they were going to sell a house like that, I'd call my mom, who's a realtor, or I'd call Theresa Lawler down in Birmingham, Alabama. Shout out to Theresa Lawler. I used to call her, that's my cousin. She was an awesome realtor as well. And you know what? She would help those people find a new house. I'll do the mortgage. My mom would help those people find a new house. I would do the mortgage. And guess what? If I was smart enough to go ahead and network right, I could get paid on the people buying those houses that they're selling at the same time. Now you go, what you talking about, HD? What I'm talking about is entrepreneurship, man. You got to own an asset. Robert Kiyosaki said the best way to go from being an employee to being a business owner, is when having the leverage, fighting the 4 income drains, is to go from an employee to being self-employed. That's what a realtor is. That's what a mortgage broker is. They're self-employed. Certain doctors in the United States, they're self-employed. Okay, in Canada, I don't have that information, unfortunately, but I do know a few doctors who are working on some projects right now, and they're starting their own business to be self-employed, to go ahead and do some things outside of their profession right now in the hospitals. Okay, now you go, HD, why do they do that? I told you about the 4 income drains, but also what you got to understand is because so they can get their time back. See, most people have 24 hours in a day, and they spend the best days of their life working 10, 12 hours a day just to be able to make a living, and they're taking 10, 12 hours away from their loved ones, man. Okay, their loved ones don't get time. Their kids, in which they couldn't wait to have their kids, they only get to see them 2 days a week, Saturday and Sunday. Monday through Friday, they're dropping the kids off at school, picking their kids up, taking them to sports, and that might just be one of the parents. The other parents sit up there nonstop grinding away 10 to 12 hours. And by the time both parents come home, they're both too tired. And the love they had, that fire starts to die off because they have an arranged separation. But I'm going to show you a company today that's going to put that fire back in your relationship. That's going to give you the opportunity to spend that quality time with your kids. It's going to give you an opportunity to start dreaming again. Start thinking about, do you want that home in Florida? Start thinking about being able to take that vacation in Hawaii. Maybe you've always wanted to take that European vacation and start all the way up north in London and just go on and take a European vacation all summer. Work your way down from London to France, and from France, to be able to go over to Italy. And from Italy, you might want to go ahead and take some time and go over to Egypt and see the pyramids. Come on, man. You only live once, man. You telling me there's not a better thing to be doing than trading all your time and all your effort away for money? Come on, man. What if I was a way to show you how to be able to replace your job by literally monetizing the gifts that God has already created and put inside you? Imagine being able to do something that you're so passionate about. You can't wake up to get up in the morning. You can't wait to be able to just, man, it's a new day and you get to live your dream, man. Well, guess what? That's why we're here today, baby. I want to talk to you about a company that's called Vibe, VYB. And the VYB stands for Visualize Your Breakthrough. Come on now. Man, this company is so awesome. They've literally created a platform that's centered around you, your dreams, your goals, your vision. And all they want to do is help you go from step 1 to done. Blessing you to be able to learn how to monetize your gifts and dreams. If you've always had a dream, you want to start a clothing line with your own hats, your own vests, your own hoodies, your own sweats. Come on, man. Here's your opportunity. Why? Because that Vibe, they're literally going to give you the training, the teaching, the technology, the mentorship. From you to go from an employee-minded people into a successful business owner, you got to change the way you thought. I already told you, my millionaire mentor told me, HD, if you want to be a millionaire, you got to think like a millionaire and talk like a millionaire. And to be able to do that, you got to read what millionaires read. And guess what? In Vibe, that's what we got. Man, we got a catalog, we got a library that you have access to online in which you can read the greatest, the best information, the best content, the best books to be able to shore yourself up. You have the tools to be able to think like a millionaire so you can become a millionaire. And then guess what? You know what? Once you decide what business you want to start first, because once you see the opportunity, all of a sudden your creative juice is going to go and you're going to be like, I don't know, do I want to do my clothing first? Or you know what? Maybe you wrote a book over the last year or two and you know what? You posted it on Amazon and it's not making the money you thought it was going to be, but you want to get that book out to the world. Well, guess what? We're licensed in 160 countries around the world. Ooh. And we literally incentivize entrepreneurs who are in sales to be able to go ahead and to promote your product and your business on our platform. We pay them to sell your products, your ideas, your gifts. When was the last time Amazon.com? When was the last time YouTube, TikTok, Facebook? When was the last time Instagram said, hey, you right there, knock, we want to promote your book. We want to go ahead and promote your value-added course. We want to go ahead and promote your dreams, your visions. We want to promote your business, your product, your service, huh? I don't know about you, but I talk to, some authors like my mentor and one of my best friends, Jerome Majette. He spent 18 years writing a book called Why Did God Create Man? And when he was done with that book, he put it on Amazon. He was so excited. He called me. He called over 100 of his friends. And he's like, you guys got to get my book, man. This book is fire. It's awesome. And when he was done and he ran out of all of his friends, what happened to his sales? Why? Because posting his book on Amazon wasn't going to sell books, man. Posting his book on Amazon, posting your book on social media isn't going to sell your book. You got to find a way to drive traffic to it. Online social media is not going to drive traffic to your book, to your product, to your business. But this company, Vibe, literally incentivizes salespeople and entrepreneurs to bring customers to your business, to your product, to your service, so that you can be successful, man. And if you're an educator or professor, or you have this, skill set, a knowledge base that you want to learn to monetize with Vibe Global, you can go ahead and create, a value-added course. And we have a technology through AI that you can upload a full course in less than 20 minutes. Come on, man. Whew. HD. I got all these ideas, but I don't know anything about branding. Vibe got their own branding division of this company. Not just that, Jerome Majette, okay, let me tell you something. He got smart. First, he was paying over $1,500 a month in advertising just to drive traffic to be able to buy his book on Amazon. But then he got smart. He went in and created a YouTube, but it still wasn't doing it. Still wasn't driving traffic to YouTube. And so he decided he was going to go take a course called Attraction Marketing. When he looked up the course and he contacted the company, they were going to charge him tens of thousands of dollars to be able to learn the skill set that they call attraction marketing. So he got smart. He goes, you know what? I can either sit up here and worry that I don't have the tens of thousands of dollars, or I can dust off my resume, go work for that company and learn it by investing. You know what? Sweat equity. And that's what he did. He went to work for this company. Now, this company that teaches this, you know what? They're so effective in teaching this that Myron Golden, M-Y-R-O-N, Golden, G-O-L-D-E-N, he took this course. Now, Myron Golden went from being a pastor to making over almost $10 million a year right now on YouTube. You look him up, he's cold. And all he keeps talking about is how in 2025, the business platform you need to be connected to, the business product you need to be selling, the business you need to be into right now with AI coming out, are digital products. And that's what I'm talking about. If you have a value-added course, it's a digital product. You're going to literally upload the course once, and that product's going to be up here online, 160 countries, 24 hours a day, working for you while you're sleeping. Come on, man. Come on, man. Are you kidding me? And as a content creator, business owner, entrepreneur, now you're on the right side of cash flow quadrant. You got your digital course, your value-added course, making money for you while you're awake or while you're asleep. Okay, that's a good investment because now you have money working for you. Okay, now here's the other thing. Maybe you know what, you go, HD, I don't know if I have a value-added course I could add. I don't know if I'm an entrepreneur with a special skill set yet. I don't know if I'm a professor with a certain knowledge base. I don't know if I've retired from corporate America and I have anything of value that I can teach yet. But guess what? Here's the thing. While you have a chance to be able to get online on our platform, you can join our Vibe community, and you can go ahead and create a community of people who have the same skill set as you. And together, you know what, you guys can collaborate. And as you're talking, you guys might be able to come up with, you know what, things that you learned in the industry that you might be able to teach people who are just graduating from college right now. That is going to take them 10 or 20 or 30 years to be able to learn what you knew from your experience. And now you got a value-added course because you created, okay, a community. You know, today in my coffee, I was telling people in the coffee break with HD. You guys haven't been and seen that? Every day, every afternoon, I release what I call a coffee break with HD, man. And in that, I'm giving success tips and business tips that I learned from the millionaire mentors that I've had over my lifetime, man. And I've had several millionaire mentors. Joe McGee, who's in mortgages, Brad Waldman, who's in real estate, Rick Reese, who's made millions of dollars in the travel industry, okay? There's three right there, just like, pop, 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 just like that. And the things in which they taught me, I'm sharing for free with you guys right now on Coffee Break with HD, okay? And as I talked about that today, one of the conversations I had was association. You know, the Bible says that we're supposed to be like iron sharpens iron. And it says, do not confuse yourself. Corrupt, guess what? Corrupt association will corrupt your character. Hello. That's why, you know what happens? If you look at the 5 people you spend the most time with, and you take their income and you do it by average, I guarantee you that's what your income is. That's how powerful association is. So imagine being able to be part of a platform that 73,000 entrepreneurs around the world already opted in before they even launched this online platform and company this week. Because they're already 6 and 7 and 8 figure money earners. And they've seen the value in this. And the opportunity to be able to do what Bill Gates did, to be what Jeff Bezos did, to be able to do what Rockefeller, Carnegie, the Mellons did, to be able to be at the right place at the right time as technology was changing, all the economic signs were there, and they took their stake and made their claim, and they cashed out billions. They're now going to be on a picture frame. Their great-great-grandkids are going to know who they are. You have an opportunity to be just like that great-great-grandmother, great-great-grandfather in 2025 invested on this online platform, launched their business. They got the training, they got the mentorship, they leveraged the technology. Now, here's the other thing that Vibe does. They're going to go ahead and brand you. They're going to help you brand your company because it's your company. But just not stop there. As you take Jerome Majet's value-added course for $20, he's going to teach you what people are paying tens of thousands of dollars like Myron Golden, how to be able to do this attraction marketing, make you the most sought after business owner where you work in your industry, okay? You're going to become the hunted instead of being the huntee, always having to hunt to get new customers. Now you go, HD, how do we know this man? Go look at Myron Golden. Go do a deep dive on him. He took the classes Jerome's about to teach you for $20. You go, HD, why is Jerome going to be teaching a value-added course for only $20? Well, because he understood out of 73,000 entrepreneurs, if he had only 1,000 people sign up for his course the first month and all the value he's about to give in it, that's going to be what? For $20, 1,000 people, that's $20,000 he's going to make in his sleep. Hello. And if he's given that much value, he knows that everyone's going to invite at least one person to that course next month. So there's going to be 2,000 people at $20,000. Now he's making $40,000 his second month in his sleep because the course is already uploaded online. People can watch it while he's sleeping at night because there'll be daytime somewhere when it's night where he's at. Hello. And the following month, the third month, you know, it's going to go from 2,000 people and everyone referred one. Now there's 4,000 people paying $20 to learn attraction marketing. And now he's making $80,000 that month. And you go, well, HD, what if all he gets is only 50 customers a day? Well, 50 customers a day at $20 each is still what? $1,000 a day. After 7 days a week, that's still $700. Okay? That's $700. I'm sorry, excuse me. Ooh, HD's got to back up. $50 per person, right? At $20, that's $1,000 a day. $1,000 a day after 1 week is now $7,000. But that $7,000 for the 52 weeks in the year is still over $350,000 he would have made by doing the training once, recording it, and uploading it to Vibe. Man, I don't know about you, but do you have another way that someone's offering you, literally, hello, for 1/5 of what he used to pay to do marketing on Amazon to sell his book. He's now going to be able to upload this course for 1/5 of the price. It cost him over $1,500 a month to advertise his book. And there was no guarantee with the companies he's paying this money. But with this company now, it's going to cost him less than 1/5 that. And guess what? All the people who are in business and sales reps are being incentivized to drive traffic to this site. They're being incentivized to be able to help sell his product in his value-added course. And because of that, he's going to be able to make $350,000. Now imagine if you were a karate instructor. Wow. Like Big Rob down in Washington. I called Big Rob on the phone. He goes, HD, man, unless you're going to tell me how I can make money teaching nothing but karate the rest of my life, I ain't trying to hear it. Because Big Rob studied karate in Taiwan for 18 years. I go, Big Rob, all you need to do is take your cell phone, hit record when you're teaching those courses to those kids in at the community center and up at the Washington State campus. And guess what? If you have 1,000 people sign up for your karate course, because you're going to be on the first few pages, just like a Netflix, you're going to be on the first few pages because we haven't launched yet. And you're one of the first guys who are coming in. Hello. So guess what? Imagine if there's 10,000 people who sign up for his course and he's charging $25 each. Oof, that's $250,000 first month. You go, hey, HD, these numbers are too big. If the numbers are too big, just take away a zero. Instead of 10,000, call it 1,000. But I already gave you that example. So he makes $250,000 month one because 10,000 people wanted to learn martial arts for this black ninja who studied in Taiwan for 18 years. If everyone brings one the next month, he goes from making $250,000 to $500,000 that month. Just because 20,000 people are taking this karate online in 160 countries. The third month, man, are you kidding me, man? He goes from $500,000 to now making $1 million a month. When was the last time you had an opportunity like that? Just being able to monetize your gifts, your talent that God gave you, that you were born with. I'm telling you, man, it's never been more exciting. My buddy James Udell in Dallas, Texas, mad professional musician. He's a jazz musician. He be playing the bass guitar every Sunday in church. He be playing in jazz concerts with famous jazz musicians, and he teaches courses one-on-one. But when I talk to him, I go, James, check this out. What if you were teaching jazz for $20 a month on the course, and we had what? You just had 5,000 people sign up for your course to learn how to play music from a professional. $20. Now, how much money do people pay for their tutors for their kids to learn music? Man, $20 is a steal. But $20 and 5,000 people sign up this month because they're scrolling through our online platform for entrepreneurs, content creators, and educators, and they go, music. Oh man, jazz music. Yo, my son is, hey, what instrument are you playing, son? He goes, oh, Dad, it's the, bass guitar. He goes, bass guitar. Oh, James Udell. Oh, resume, professional. Oh, what? In jazz? Oh, famous, plays famous people. Church? Okay, let me sign up my son. 5,000 people sign up for that at $20 each. Come on, man. $20? 5,000 people. Now James is making $100,000 this month. Everyone just tells a friend because they're so excited because now their youngster is learning how to play it and he's making some music. And his mom and dad, you know, they grew up in the age where, ooh man, they might have grew up in that age where, man, they used to love going to, going to the concerts and outdoor concerts and stuff. So they start telling their friends, they're like, yo, how's your son learn to play that? They go, oh, he went on this site called Vibe. He went on this online platform they had, and they have a whole catalog full of, online courses you could take. And he's taking this from James Udell. Now everyone refers one person. Now James is making what, double? Come on. He goes from 100,000 to the second month he's making 200,000. Third month he's making 400,000 a month. Why? Because he recorded his teaching while he's teaching live and uploaded it on our site. Now you go, HD, that sounds great, man. But what else you got? What about this? For advertising, we got Vibe Spotlight, which means every single week we're going to be spotlighting a new company, a new entrepreneur, come on, a new sole proprietorship who has their own gifts in which they're selling a new product, a new service, and they're going to have their 30 seconds of fame to be able to talk about who they are, what's the name of their company, what's their product, what their service is, where they're located, and why you should buy from them. Imagine being able to take that to your chambers of commerce. Imagine being able to put that on your YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Come on, man. Are you kidding me, man? And then the best part is they even have a brand works where they're going to be helping you create your own brand out of your own company. Come on, man. And you don't have to be, HD doesn't have to stay on Vibe as the only platform. We're helping you launch your business. And we're going to be bringing you eyeballs, subscribers, come on, customers. But guess what? You're in business. So we help you get up and you're up there making 6 figures a month with your own business. Man, you got to expand. Put that on TikTok, put that on YouTube, put that on Instagram, put that on Facebook, put that on Spotify, put it on whatever, man. Make your money. That's what we want you to do. Make your money. Vibe is here to help you go from step 1 to done. And if you need money to go ahead and start your business, we got Vibe Ventures, which is our venture capitalist, which is kind of like our Shark Tank and Dragon's Den. Man, I'm too through, man. I'm so excited about being able to talk about the gifts because I got this entrepreneur up here in Canada, man, and she is just so talented. She's been making these cups that look like Starbucks, man, and not only that, man, she's sitting up here, she's getting ready to go ahead and drop her merchandise in the Native American community to be able to support her indigenous heritage. She's going to have her own clothing line, and she's going to be able to sell that on Vibe Styles. And the best thing is she doesn't even have to buy all the merchandise. All she's got to do is get all her designs, and she can go ahead and upload her designs and go ahead and put out the material. Because Vibe bought 40,000 square foot of warehouse to be able to help people produce their vision. Are you kidding me? Whoa, this is exciting, man. I can't wait to have a coffee break with HD hats, coffee break with HD, vests, coffee break with HD sweatshirts, because I am a champion through Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior. Amen. I can't wait. And then the best part about it is when I launch my book, I'll be able to do it all over again. Have the name of my book on my hat, name of my book on my vest, the name of my book on my shirt. Come on, man. How can you not be excited to be able to have the opportunity to monetize your dreams, your gifts, your vision, your business? Come on now. So you go, HD, that all sounds good. But what if the only thing I'm good at is sales? Well, I'm glad you asked. If you're really great at sales and you're just looking for a way to get your time back, we offer an opportunity for salespeople. Okay, one of our other additional income streams. I already talked about having your own value-added course. Okay, now that's one income stream. Let me tell you about 4 other ones connected to those people who are in sales, but they want to get out of selling vacuum cleaners, furniture. Maybe, you know what, they want to be able to get out of selling for a different network marketing company because maybe they've been in a long time, but you know what, they've hit a ceiling. And with Vibe, we have 5 income streams. So let me explain to you the second one. The second one works kind of like a gym membership, okay? Imagine if I was working out at the gym, I go to Fitness World, I pay $50 a month to go, and they don't care if I do upper body or if I do lower body or if I just sit there and do cardio all day. I pay one fee, I have access to everything. That's how it is at Vibe. You're going to pay your fee, and you're going to have access to whether you want to focus on branding, you want to focus on the marketing, you want to focus on the merch, you want to focus on creating your value-added, educational course. Maybe you want to spend your time in the tribe and just networking and collaborating with other people, or maybe you want to be in the Vibe Vault, and you just want to be a student and learn how to be able to be a day trader. Maybe you want to learn crypto, DeFi. Maybe you want to go ahead and learn Forex. Maybe you want to learn how to be a successful, someone who invests in stocks and bonds, mutual funds. Maybe you want to learn how to be a successful sports gambler. Guess what, man? Vibe and their Vault, which was supposed to be their signature product when they started. Come on, man. It's everything financial literacy. So guess what? You choose whether you want to be a student, you want to be an entrepreneur, and you got all these categories you can be in, including health and fitness. Hello. You're literally going to have kind of like your own Beachbody app on Vibe. What? Come on, man. You'll be able to get your nutrition plans, your workouts, be able to work out with professional trainers. Oh, man, are you kidding me? Man, I'm so excited, man. I can't wait till this week when we launch this. And the best part about it is we got the technology, the training, everything you need. Man, we even got our own bank. Whew. You can even build your own websites, man. So if you're a salesperson and you're looking for, that next big thing you want to sell, you want a bigger bang for your buck in sales, imagine being able to get paid now. I'm using a gym membership. I'm paying $50 for the gym. The gym says, hey, you have any friends that want to go to the gym with you? They're going to give me a free pass. So I can give them a pass. They can come for 1 week. At the end of that week, they go, hey, HD, if your friend wants to sign for the gym, it's going to pay $50 like you. I'm like, yep, makes sense. But it goes, HD, can we talk to you in the office? I go, yeah. They go, hey, we have this new program. Instead of spending billions of dollars on advertising, like in the magazines, the newspapers, the radio, social media, the Super Bowl, Wimbledon, the PGA Tour, NBA Championship, or the CFL Grey Cup, we took half our advertising budget and we decided we're going to start giving it back to those people who are customers who refer their friends, their family members, okay, their colleagues and coworkers that come here. So we're going to give you $10 every month that your friend comes to our gym and he pays us $50 to work out here. I don't know about you, but all of a sudden everybody at my work will be going at my gym. All my friends, all my family, I'm going to be looking online and be like, okay, man, where in the map do you guys have these gyms located? What states and provinces you are in? Come on, man. Vibe allows you to do that. That's one income stream, man. That's one income stream. Let me tell you about third income stream, man. Third income stream, if you've ever been direct sales, they got a matrix, and their matrix with this company, those who want to focus on that side. If you don't want to focus on that side, don't focus on that. Just focus on your own business. Focus on building your business, creating your product and service, and don't even worry about the direct sales. Why? Those direct sales guys are going to be selling your product and selling your business for you. Come on, man. Vibe is going to pay them to sell you your product and dreams and goals so that you're making money. See, that's what I'm saying. Vibe is literally bringing customers to you. But the way they're doing it is they have a plan for other people who want to go into sales. They don't want business like you. They didn't want to start their own business like you, but they wanted to be able to be in sales. And so Vibe is going to allow them to be independent contractors, and they're going to be able to sell your product, your company. And guess what? As they bring you guys sales, Vibe's going to pay them for you, so you don't even got to pay them. Isn't that awesome? Be able to start a company where you're going to have a sales force that you don't even got to pay. Oh, man, that's leverage. And guess what? That's lowering your overhead, so you're maximizing your profitability. So what happens is Vibe has this 3x10 matrix, and so what happens is those guys who are over on this side, not you on this side, you're not the students, and not the people who are sitting there and have value-added courses, but on the third side, on the far right here, you got your salespeople, your entrepreneurs, you got your HDs, you got your Romy Romes. Come on, man. You got the guys who they love to talk, man. They love to sell. Guess what? They're going to be selling your product and your business so that you're making money over here. And over here, Vibe's going to pay them on a 3x3 matrix. And they have other friends and they have other guys who they know who they used to compete with in sales. They say, hey, look, you share this business opportunity with them. They come in. We're going to go ahead and on the first level, you bring in 3. But if you go ahead and they bring in 3 and they bring in 3, all the way down 10 levels deep, we're going to pay you. So every month, instead of what some companies do with giving you a fast start bonus once and that's it, this company's going to pay those guys over there who are in sales selling your products over here. They're going to pay them every month a $5 check for everyone on that 10th level all the way to the top. When it looks at numbers, them $5 bills add up, okay, in 10 levels to over $442,000 a month. What you say now? $442,000 a month. That's on the recruiting side. That's on the sales side. I've already talked to you guys about the value-added course. Put a line through this. Value-added course, educators, hello. People who are selling their skill set, over here. People who are doing sales and direct sales marketing, over here. 2 different parts of the company, okay? Now, on those people on this side who are building the direct sales side because they're selling your product so that you're making money over here in your business, you don't have to do both. You can be one or the other, or even just be a student. It's your choice. But over here, they got a 4th income stream. And that 4th income stream is they're going to get a 100% override on all the people who they introduce to this program who want to sell like them. And then they're going to get a 50% override on that second generation of those people who they referred, who referred somebody else. Basically, they're literally going to be able to tap into over $970,000 of commission a month just on the direct sales side. Now, if you want to do both, more power to you. Like I said, HD is going to have a book coming out. I'm going to go on and put it out there. And guess what? I'm going to be selling my book on that Vine merch. But then part of the book that God blessed me to write, there's a training course. So then HD's also going to have a book that's paying him. He's going to be on the Vine, okay, global, and I'm going to be training my own value-added course. So if I have 2,000 people sign up to be able to learn about this beautiful book that God blessed me to write, and they want to be able to learn the things that God blessed me to be able to teach in this value-added course, and I only charge $25 for it, and I had 2,000 people taking my course, the first month I'm going to make $50,000 in my sleep. And that has nothing to do with network marketing. That's on the left side here, just being an entrepreneur and educated. But guess what? When everyone decides that, man, this course that HD's teaching is so good, they refer one, I'm going to go from 50,000 the first month to 100,000 the second month, just by everyone bringing one. And the third month, I'm going to go from 100,000 to 200,000 a month, because everyone's just going to bring one. But on top of that, because I'm a serious entrepreneur and I believe that this company is the gift that keeps giving, I'm telling everybody I know, if you've written a book, if you've ever wanted to own your course, if you want to be able to sell mugs, you want to sell hats, you want to sell purses, whatever you want to do, whatever you want to decide, I got a company that's going to help you get in business. And because of that, I'm also going to be making money on the direct sales side. So what am I tell you? HD Rhodes, don't be surprised when I'm making $2, $3, $4, $5 million a month, because I'm going to take advantage of all of it. And by the way, I've been studying Forex for the last 3 years, and I know some of the teachers who are going to be teaching. So if you don't know what you want to do with Vibe and it sounds exciting, and you go, maybe you just want to learn the mental side first on how to go from being an employee to thinking like a business owner, and while you're doing it, you want to go ahead and take some financial literacy courses, man, you better sign up with King Pip. Because King Pip, I've been in that KPCFX for the last 3 years. Man, and shh, don't tell anyone. HD's a day trader as well. Come on now. I told you, man. My mentors told me a long time ago, man. You got to learn to be successful. You need assets. You have invested in ways that is bringing money into your pocket instead of spending money on things that's taken out. Now, I already broke down the 4 income drains. I broke down the difference between a liability and an asset. I already explained to you that, that what it's going to take for you to go from being an employee to being self-employed to being a business owner, so you have leverage, you're making money in a company in which other people are going to work for you, and how you can become an investor through Vibe Global, so you have money making for you. So guess what, man? It looks like the sun's going away, the clouds are coming out, HD's out.